Is there a place for men to cry? No talking. Just crying. I have never learned how to deal with stress and depression. My father reaches for alcohol in those situations. That's the only thing I know, and when things become too much, that's what I do. I drink alone. And I sob. I can't rely on my loved ones. My girlfriend doesn't support me emotionally. She thinks that men shouldn't voice their feelings because that's not manly. I just want to cry. I can't talk. I don't want to talk. I just want to cry. Maybe try hugging pillows/stuffed animals while you cry instead. Also, dump your girlfriend. Yes, holy speep, dump your girlfriend. Agree. Better single than with someone like her. Your girlfriend is objectively in the wrong here. Any healthy relationship requires open and honest communication. And talking openly about feelings is an important part of this. As for crying, sometimes all it takes is watching the right movie, reading the right book, and having it hit you emotionally. That crying can be really cathartic even if it's from something mundane. Try something you enjoyed a lot as a kid. Nostalgia can be a powerful emotional force. Old chap here. I cry when I'm in the house by myself. But it sounds to me like you want emotional support, not a physical place to cry. There will be an NGO in your country that can help you. If you give us an idea of what makes you want to cry, and where you live, we don't need your address, we can help you out. Old chap. You are right. I hope I too am one day as wise as you in emotional intelligence. Signed. Middle-aged chap in training. Y'all are so wholesome it brought tears to my eyes. I can tell by your y'all. You two are a person of culture and kindness. You are correct. Hey, it's okay for a man to cry. It's good for humans to cry. I'm sure your GF cries, right? Well, you need that release just as much as she does. Please don't follow your dad's example. It'll put you in an early grave. And your GF and loved ones, they can suck it. Men cry and have feelings. Men are human. A man does not lose his dignity because he shows emotion. My grandpa was one of the coolest men I've ever. He cried. My husband cries and it makes me love him more because he trusts me so much he can be vulnerable with me. Cry. Let it all out. You don't have to be drunk. And please consider finding a better circle of people to surround yourself with. You deserve to have someone to lean on. The social pressure on men to not show their emotions is ridiculous. I never understood the taboo. If your girlfriend does not support you emotionally, I would consider that pretty toxic. Partners should support each other in bad times as well as in good times. Of course, it is much easier during good times. But still, I've never actually met someone who has openly admitted to having the opinion that men shouldn't cry. I know manly men. Sure. But they aren't emotionless idiots. They are amazing with my daughter and definitely go for the protect rather than cuddle approach with her. But they still show emotions and tell her they are proud and stuff. If anything, I actually see it as more impressive to be able to show your feelings rather than hiding behind manliness. I don't get the logic when people think that hiding emotions is braver than stating them. Unpopular take, but men hide their emotions because of pressure from women more than other men. Women want men who are stable and refrain from getting emotional even if it doesn't impact them day to day. I think a lot of women wouldn't necessarily admit it, but they'd be turned off by a guy who struggles with sadness in front of them openly. Society needs to normalize men crying. Your girlfriend also sucks. Oh honey. I am so sorry. You are welcome to cry anytime. And you are entitled to your feelings. They are valid. whether people value those or not. I'm not a therapist or trained. But I am a human being. If you would like to get help or therapy, you can DM me a message with your country or state. I won't share where you are, and perhaps you may have access to the care you need. Your mental health is your business, and not anyone else's to decide what to do with. Things really do get better. And it's okay to cry or feel sad no matter your gender or identity. You're not any less of a man for needing to cry. We all do, and we all have moments of vulnerability. Unfortunately, talking is the best way to resolve this. I say this as someone who has trouble expressing his emotions and being afraid of appearing weak. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger about this kind of thing because a stranger has no reason to want to hurt you. Also, I don't mean an internet rando like me. I mean a professional. They're paid for their skill and confidentiality. Same way women do with their loved ones. Your girlfriend sucks, to say it quickly. Find someone that's okay with you being a human. Maybe the shower. Even though it may help just for some minutes and is weird if you stay in there too long. You could, like someone already said, grab a pillow. A whole different attempt would be working out. If possible, by using a punching bag. Also, your girlfriend doesn't realize that men also are humans and we are allowed to cry or laugh as much as women. It's devastating that there is no place for men to gather together to cry. For example, this society detests community. Lack of it is traumatic. Someone should create something. If I can be of help, feel free to PM me. Anywhere. Anytime. Cousin. Anyone shaming you about it, including yourself, is incorrect. Forgive but ignore such objections. And do what you gotta do. Work on getting a better support system, among family and friends as you can. You have limited control over that. Again, do what you gotta do. In the meantime, there are professionals whose job it precisely is to hear you out. And when appropriate, give feedback. Think of them like car mechanics if you are self-conscious about it. A psychiatrist can help you find out if you need medical treatment for clinical depression or other diseases which affect your mental state. A psychologist or certified counselor can help you and everyone work out and manage your doubts and feelings in a productive way. Ask your primary care doctor for a referral if you don't know where to start. Again, it's their job. So don't dare feel bad about asking them to do it. Only hard part is that not all such professionals are good at it. And not all that are necessarily tailored to your needs. So if you do see someone and they disappoint you by not properly addressing your issues, please fight through the natural sense of discouragement and shop around. Someone soon will hear and understand you. And it'll be such a tremendous relief. The drinking alone is the problem, not the crying. You need to do anything other than drink through this. Cry all day if needed, but do it sober or you never get anywhere. Love ya, mean it. My wife says old churches are good places to cry. I don't know if websites like this are reliable, but it might be worth a try. That soon-to-be ex-girlfriend is stupid. I'm a guy. And if a guy friend of mine broke down crying in front of me, I'd do my best to be there for him. Even if that just involves being quiet and letting him cry. Do you have any trusted guy friends? I am very sorry to hear, friend. I'd say get rid of that alcohol first. All of it. Next, get rid of the girlfriend. It may seem hard to get rid of someone you look to for comfort. But if they're causing more harm, then it's more beneficial to cut off that relationship. I'm not sure if there's a men's support group online. But if you have the resources, I would see a counselor or therapist. Or maybe talk to someone you trust. I wish. It'd be cool if there were fake men-only gyms around. We bring our gym bags stuffed with tissues and ice cream. And when we get inside we could just let loose. We could cry. We could hit things, not people. Yell/scream. Etc. Oh, it'd be glorious. Look up the No Cry Challenge on YouTube. Your car. Try weed instead of alcohol. Then instead of crying you will laugh. I watch the Dodo. It shows animals being rescued and being adopted to good homes. It's endearing to watch and allows me to cry and not be embarrassed. I also watch soldiers coming home. Just anything that will strike that little string to get the waterworks going. I feel lighter after a few videos. The videos also give me hope that the world isn't so bad.